What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bro Talk. Oh gosh, see, we already starting already. We ain't even been live for 5 seconds, and we are already starting. But good to see you, brothers, tonight. I want to say welcome to everybody that is listening and watching. Please do us a favor if you haven't done so already. Like, share. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe. We want to get this message out to as many people as possible. We talk about a lot of things from manhood, brotherhood, fatherhood, and everything in between. And so we would love for you all to be part of that conversation. If you have any comments, hit us up in the comment section. If you have any questions, hit us up. We do answer the questions live. So if you have any questions for us, particularly pertaining to the topic, then just hit us up and let us know. So, just really quick, format of the show is we usually do a check in with each other. We started this back in COVID 6 years ago, so this was our opportunity to check in with each other, see how we doing. If there's any challenges, that we will talk through those challenges. And so, for 6 years, we've been through a lot together. I think we all can say that we've been through a lot together, and you all have had the opportunity to see it live and in action. And then our brother, I was just gonna say Isaac for some reason. I don't know why, but I was gonna say something about him later. But anyway, brothers, how y'all doing? And brother Isaac will be on, everybody, if you're wondering. The Prowler, aka Giraffe Neck, he'll be on.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
How y'all doing today? What's going on, bro? You got the Kofi. Let me say it right. Kofi, is that the correct word?
It's your show, man. So whatever you want to call it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying some homage to my Muslim brothers
Hey,
that's out in
listen,
the streets.
okay. What's going on though? What's new? It's Monday. I know it's usually the start of the week for everybody. I'm just happy the fact that I ain't have to take no kid to practice today. So I'm happy about that. Went to the gym, went home, had a meeting, then hopped in the shower real quick, did my business, and then got on the. Oh, I did eat, by the way. Brandy.
Yeah, listen, that was that was way more information than we needed. The did my business part, you could have left that out altogether.
That's Juice for you, man, brother Juice. I'm doing okay, man. I'm thank God for life. I thank God for my family. My son and daughter, they're doing pretty well. So thank God for that. Um, yeah, man, I'm just thank God for the brotherhood, man, and thank God for brother's family. You know what I'm saying? And thank God for the viewers. It's viewing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Calvin. You know, my brother Calvin. I think Calvin is Houston or something like that. It's Dallas, one of them Texas states.
Yeah, I think you outside of Dallas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my boy. I know his daughter's doing pretty well. You know what I'm saying. And on flag football, you know, and I tease him all the time about. You know, you're talking about what's his last name? Something Blood. What's Calvin's last name? I forgot what his
Oh,
name is. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, nah, he got that genes from his mama.
yeah.
But you know, just me and him going back and forth talking trash like we do, man. But it's the little bro, isn't he knows nothing but love, man. So shout her out, shout Calvin out, dad out, man, because I know he's excited. And the Nicholson blood.
Yeah, Nixon
Yeah,
blood.
yeah, I'm just tired of hearing that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo,
I just
listen. He posted a couple
hey,
videos this weekend, man.
she doing her thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's crazy. She grew up with all of us, man, and I'm looking at her now like, wow, she killing it out there, you know. So I'm proud, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a proud uncle. Just looking at her doing her thing out there, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Calvin and his family, man. And I see little man start doing his thing out there too. So keep doing what you're doing, little bro. I
Yeah,
just want to shout him out, man.
yeah, man. It was a good weekend. I know we normally do shout outs towards the end, but I'm because it's tied to the check-in, I want to shout out Jermaine Myers in the Black Male Achieve program. My youngest son. So we had a program in collaboration with My Brother's Keeper, my program, the My Brother's Keepers program, and Black Male Achieve program had a collaboration during the February recess, and we did a mentor in movies program together. Both my boys attended, and then during the as they were wrapping up, they were announcing some of the things that everyone had, all the different programs that were represented had going on. Um, Black Male Achieve had their young entrepreneurs marketplace that they were getting ready for, and my youngest son came up to me like, "Dad, I want to do it." I'm like, it's like maybe just a few weeks out, right? Do you think we have enough time? He was like, "Man, I want to do it." So we were like, "All right, cool. Let's I'm like, we'll talk to Mr. Myers and see what we can do." The following week was the Black Heritage Gala panel keynote speaker event hosted at City Hall. So I was one of the moderators there. I was part of the planning committee, so I served as one of the moderators. And during the during the event or after the event, my son approached Jermaine and said, "Hey, Mr. Myers, I'd like to be a part of the Young Entrepreneurs Marketplace." And he was like, "Sure, let's go." So the next day, or that next week, that was a Thursday. The following Tuesday, my son participated. So this is March 3rd. The marketplace is the 14th. So we have 11 days basically to put together, but he already kind of had an idea what he wanted to do. He came up with the concept with Sub-Zero, and so he was like Sub-Zero juleps, but we ended up doing slushies. And gotta shout out my aunt. She's run a business. She's been an entrepreneur for, as long as I can remember. She had a slushy machine, and she lent her slushy machine to us, and my niece Keisha Brown, she had a slushy machine, so we were up there, and we had a secret sauce, you know what I mean? Strawberry hibiscus lemonade slushies, and once people, we were passing out some samples. Once people got a hold of them, it was like we were selling nonstop at the table. Kareem, shout out to Kareem for pulling up and supporting. He took some pictures. Annie supported the table, so so he could tell you how the slushy was, but we was running it, man. So I was just so proud that he saw the idea through. He was so excited. He was so engaged at the table.
So Kareem support the table by tasting the different slushies.
Now
I bought a slushie.
He bought a slushie. He bought a slushie.
Wow. I just got back on from a service interruption, and I'm already getting asked about.
I just say, man, I see Misa some Kareem support the table. So Misa support the table. I'm like, usually Kareem supports something, you know what I'm saying? He wants that choice and second choice and third and fourth choice. So, you know what I'm saying? So I figure, he just don't get one, he get multiples.
Right. It wasn't six of hot dogs. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he showed love, man. He bought a slushie. Again, it was there were so many people that were involved with it. And I gotta shout out this young man. And so I don't, if y'all remember Venetia Cotton, she went to Brockport with us. So she's married now and has a son, and her and my son are really close, RJ. and RJ has participated in the marketplace previously, and they play Fortnite all the time and they talk back and forth. So Bryson told RJ about the marketplace that he was selling, and RJ was like, "Yo, I'll come help." And to have a friend, just pull up like that, that young, and say, "Hey, I'll pull up and help." And he was hands on. He helped. He passed out samples. Helped at the table, whatever we needed. He was right there with Bryson. So shout out to RJ, man, for pulling up and just and being a real friend. You know what I mean? That's
shout out to the little cuz right there.
Shout out RJ, man. Shout out Venetia too. Venetia, what's up?
Yeah. They raising an amazing young man. His grandparents pulled up. They supported. They you know what I mean, the table and just their efforts. So it was a really amazing event. And I'll shout out some of the other young men in the tables a little later, but I definitely, that was what I did this week, and I was exhausted. My wife was out of town; she was in Memphis, so I had the boys all week myself. Pretty much, she left early Tuesday morning, like 5 in the morning. Her and my mother-in-law jumped on the road, and so and if like, imagine trying to get ready for the marketplace that week, and then also, if you know how active my kids are, you know what I mean, trying to get them and shuffle them everywhere they gotta go. So play rehearsals, 7-on-7 practice, and
so that means you had to be on time. That's what you're telling us.
I do what I have to do.
Okay.
That's just the nature of the beast. We do what we have to do. Our time is incorporated, so
Hey, that's it. That's it.
But
all right, man.
No weekend.
Okay. Yeah, it was good seeing you, B. It's good to see him, young man. He's a hustler, man. He gonna sell. As soon as I came to the table, he was hitting me with the speech and everything. I was like, okay, right, confidence and everything. So I mean, that's what they do it for. Did you shout out Matt Wagstaff already?
I was gonna save the shout out those
today?
Those, yeah, because I mean, I just want since we were talking about since the check-in is always about what we did this weekend, I just kind of shouted out the kids at the table that were a part of what my weekend what made my weekend my weekend. But yeah, it was a really fun experience.
That's dope.
He got the entrepreneur bug now. Now he wanna sell slushies all summer. That's what he's been talking about this week.
Yeah, man, they get that bug. It's and I didn't realize that was your slushy machine. Well, you said your aunt's slushy machine.
Yeah, but it was we didn't rent that. So
that costs a little bit of money too. I mean, to have a slushy machine that's in your hands.
And now he done already hit up my father-in-law. He told his grandfather, he said, listen, I want to sell slushy. So
yeah,
like what we got to do to make it happen.
Hey man, that's gonna be the slushy man.
Yeah,
remember the julep lady? He's gonna be the slushy man.
Listen, yo, so here's what I learned, and again, you learn a lot in those little experiences. Man, slushies move a lot faster because I still got juleps from like 1992 that I ain't finished because they take forever. You know what I mean? That you're dealing with the biggest ice cube you can imagine. It takes forever.
And peeling that styrofoam cup.
Right. that slushy though, it's just what I mean. You can you get that straw and you take it. You know what I mean? Take it. Next thing you know, they was coming back buying multiple slushies.
Yeah, man. I mean, y'all definitely had. I when I tasted the slushy, first of all, it was a great slushy, man. I was like, man, this slushy remind me of my childhood. I said, I gotta drink some water after this slushy, man. God dang. How did I drink these slushies when I was a kid? Because I used to down them.
Yeah. See, you on that strict diet these days, so now
I know. Yeah.
So your sugar tolerance.
Wait, hold on. I heard this guy. He must have heard what I said earlier before he got on.
No, nah.
I said he's gonna be on in a minute. Prowler, aka Giraffe Neck. They did. Hold up, watch your
Yo,
mouth.
and while we on it, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm encouraging people to avoid those little like the apps. So when you playing whatever the game is on the app or something like that, and then they have the little advertisement, but it'd be like for the little like show. They done put together like a series, like a little series or something.
Oh, I got caught up in that, bro. I got caught up in a couple of those.
I'm in a chokehold right now. I'm on episode
good
1.
too, though.
Yeah, I'm on episode 124, and it started this weekend. I'm like, man, they only like each episode is only like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But man, because they give you so many of those first like 25, 30 free, and I'm thinking like, oh, I've watched a couple of the past, and they was like, oh, maybe 50 episodes. All right, cool. I don't mind watching the advertisements. You know what I mean? Once you get into the show, they let you watch the first 20 without having to watch the advertisement. All right, cool. I can watch
it. You can't rewind it though, so you gotta like watch it. Like you can't rewind it and miss it.
Yeah, I don't even be caring. Like once I'm stuck, you know what I mean? I'm stuck, and so now I'm too invested. I have to know what happens. But this particular one, I was like, oh man, it's not over by episode 55, 60. I started scrolling, and I'm like, it just kept going. But I was too bought in. I'm like, I got to know what happens next. So avoid those advertisements because man, it's got me stuck.
This is AI taking over the world, man. Because
it's definitely like this is the Matrix for real.
That's ChatGPT putting things together just to try to keep your attention.
Yeah, this is definitely the Matrix. We are in the Matrix.
Hey, it's okay.
And I'm trying to get everybody to take the red pill and don't take the blue pill like I did.
But it's good to read. I mean, so I did some reading this weekend, and it was great, man. And it was just good to be on something that was not a device. And in the book that I was reading by this gentleman named, his last name is like Matamayu or something like that. But anyway, he just did a show with Lecrae, and he was talking about his new book that's coming out. But I got I read that, and then I read another book by this guy named Dr. Manny Arango. He got a book that talks a lot about chaos, and it just talks about how, like, in the beginning in Genesis, where it talks about how like God brought order to the chaos, and that's like a theme throughout the book. It was good. And then what else this weekend? We didn't have no sports. Praise God for that. Did my little dance for that, and saw Ballo at the joint. So that was a good time right there. Saw some folks that around that way, and then what else did I do? I went to church on Sunday. I went to 2 churches on Sunday, and that was good. Got to see my man B play on the keys, and then Dr. Gaither had blessed us with her presence at my church's service and talked about giving and finance and kingdom giving and all that. So it was really, really good. And that lady is a gem. She's amazing. And
so y'all took up 2 offerings that day?
Nah.
Matter of fact, took the offering at the end. We didn't take it from regular time.
You being disrespectful, man.
I know.
No, I'm just asking the question. Like, you being disrespectful. You're talking about going to the house of the Lord, and then like you got the regular offering, and then you're like, yeah, if you love that message, you know what I mean, go a little deeper into your pocket. I know how it go.
Yeah. What video you been watching?
Listen, I fast forward them videos. Let's skip. Every chance I get.
What you do this weekend?
Man, I don't even remember. These weekends go by too fast. What happened Saturday? Oh, Eli had a game Saturday.
Okay, how'd he do?
He did great, and it's funny because like all the stuff that I've been telling him all season, it seems like he did in this game. But I want to be like, yeah, he did that because, I was coaching him. I was, telling him like, kind of watching and see what he's doing, tell him to, make some adjustments here and there. But that wouldn't be true. The reason that this dude like was excelling was because he got to play against his best friend. that he goes to school with. So they're on opposite teams, and they've been kind of waiting for this week to come, the whole time. When I tell you, Eli was playing defense every time down the court. Like usually this is how he plays defense. Like maybe he'll put his hand, right? But he's like swiping for the ball, blocking shots, like trying to get steals. Okay. So I'm like, man, like you gonna do that against your best friend, and you ain't gonna do this against all these other dudes that you don't know? Like that's messed up.
Hey man, he's a good friend.
But listen,
you know what's funny about that, Ike, is like, kids will do that. I'd be like, man, why you ain't play like this? Why you waited all year to play like this?
It's crazy, man. It was crazy watching this, and I'm sitting there like, and his friend ain't scored. Like when I tell you, you like locked him up. He locked him up. And offense, he had a really good game as well too. But yeah, I'm like, so I got the car, and they have their little huddle after the game, and they give out little stars for different aspects of the game. It's in the church league, so he got like the Christ likeness award, and I definitely appreciate that because he is, although like. He can take the ball to the basket.
So he just play all that defense, and then he got the Christ-like award.
Yeah. So, but listen, the reason that he got that was, I mean, he usually gets like the offensive award or defensive award, but he got that because he actually, there's a couple kids on the team that their skill level is like at, on a scale from 1 to 10, it's like a 0.3, right? So he. But it doesn't matter. So he'll bring up the ball and he'll try to pass them the ball and
that's nice of him.
Yeah, but he'll try to get on the ball, right?
That's
but this is what I love about Eli though. Knowing that he's not gonna catch the ball, he'll like throw it at him and hit him, and then he'll just want to go get the ball back and start taking it to the basket or whatever like that. But his goal was
I know that I pass it to him. I can get the ball right back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Or he knew he had to go get the ball back because, like, he when I say 0.3, I mean really 0.2. But you know what I mean. But he'll literally like just watch the ball go past him. Like, oh yeah, that was probably me.
So is it really Christ-like? Like, yo, I'm gonna pass the ball to you, but I know I gotta go get it back. So I know I'm gonna get it back ultimately and get a bucket.
Okay, but he was sharing. Like that's what I wanted to get to. But yeah, so it was just cool to watch him play this weekend. Yeah. When he got in the car, man, I'm like, yo, Eli, why don't you play like that all the time? Like, like because you really should.
Every dad has had this conversation.
Like, why don't you just play like that all the time? Like you would do that to your best friend, like. But yeah, that was cool.
Can you imagine what it was like in class today? In school?
I didn't even ask him about it. If he's still up when I go upstairs, I'm gonna ask him about it. But yeah, I didn't even have that conversation.
Bryson was like that. So last summer, Bryson ran track, and so we got to drive them to the practices and everything. Then the meets are all the way at Gage Child High School. So that's like a 5-minute drive for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to talk about your school. So
thank you. Appreciate that.
But it's not a close drive for me. We get all the way out there, right? And so, they start the race, and Bryson just out there like just chilling. He's like, so we're like, yo, Bryson, what you doing? He's like, I'm running with my friends. No. You're not running. No. Now is not the time to run with your friends. He says to us, yeah, I don't want them to feel bad. I'm like, no. You're not out here. You're not out here to have a good time.
Meet them at the finish line, man.
Yeah.
I can talk there.
Like, man, we wasted all this gas taking you to and from practice for you to get out here, and he just, I mean, you should have seen him. He just was running like he was out there having a stroll out in the park. Like, no,
he was doing the lazy man run, the barely pick up his feet run.
Yeah, that. Oh, you know how? So back in the day when they would tell you, okay, listen, everybody got to run them 4 or 5 laps around the football field before practice, or if the coaches got mad and said, "Yo, take two, 3 laps," and so everybody be like, "Yo, listen, we gonna go at this pace, so nobody end up tired afterwards." It was what he was doing that run. He was like that little trot run, and I'm like, man, nah, you run faster than that when you running up and down the driveway. No, nah. And so then finally, last meets of the season, he want to run. He got like 4 first place, the little ribbons at the last couple of meets, because he finally decided to run. I'm like, man, we've been driving out the gate, Charlie, all this time, and now you want to run.
Hey, you're right, man. It do be like that. KJ, he kicked it into gear at the end of the season too. I'm looking at him like, yo, man, where was it at? But that speaks to the development that happens throughout the season. Like I said, he wanted to take credit for it, because who wouldn't want to take credit for that, right? We, as proud dads, we're like, yeah, I taught him everything he know. But anyway, bro, did we lose him?
Lil Bailey was honest. He told us at the end of the season, he was like, "Oh yeah," because they coach was notorious. He would, if he thought you was in any kind of way, trying to take somebody 1-on-1.
Yeah,
I guess he thought he was Phil Jackson or something. Like his plays was drawn up so good that every play you was gonna end up with a layup or something. But yeah, so if he thought you was going 1-on-1 or he was punishing guys. He said, "You're being too aggressive." Like, as in, if you get the ball in offense and you got a mismatch and you go at him, he's like, yeah, you're being too aggressive. You're not playing team ball. He was sitting guys for that. So the last game, they just didn't care. They was like, yo, it's the last game. What you gonna do? And they ended up beating the team. They beat a team that they barely beat the first time they played them. They beat that same team by like 20-something points the second time, because they just played free. And I'm like, man, why y'all didn't play like this all year?
Did they play free as a team?
Yeah, they like as everybody. I mean, everybody played. Like one kid, we call him Casper. He put up like a half court bucket. Like he ain't make it, but the fact modified, if you shooting a shot from half court, you playing free for real.
Well, one of the things I was telling KJ is that football is his main sport. So that's a sport he focuses a lot of his attention on. That's a sport he trains for. Fine. Basketball is a secondary sport for him, meaning that, yeah, I want you to compete, right, and do what you need to do, and you should still contribute to the team. But man, just have fun with it, man. Like we ain't worried about all that. But I will say, winning makes it funner, and I know funner's not a word, but winning.
Yeah, I think don't let your review committee hear this. You know what I mean?
Oh well.
Yeah. By love, you can't tell him to not compete. Like I'm like, man, he's so ultra competitive. I'm like, man, he every day in the summer he want me to come out and play. Like, yo, I think I can beat you now. I'm like, listen, man, I'm not about to play you 1-on-1 every day. I'm not about to do it, because if I ever get to the point where I feel like you could actually win if I don't play, then I'm just gonna post you up. I'm going to take it to the post. It is going to be the worst game of your life, because you're going to be like, yo, you just using your size. Yes, so did Shaq. Shaq could dunk, and you couldn't stop it. So until you can stop it, I'm going to do it. Like, so yeah, on my worst day, you're not going to beat me just yet.
Hey man, the day's gonna come, bro. That's gonna come. Just not today.
Yeah, it's not today, and it might not be anytime soon, because again, the moment I feel like he really could, even if I posted him up, I'm just not gonna play him. I'm just gonna refuse to play.
Yeah.
So my record will be like 1,000-0 by then. I will have like 1,000 wins on them to no losses.
So bro, have you started like playing 1-on-1 with Josiah? Anything like that? He probably like, man, he like, man, I ain't hooping. I'm playing soccer.
Nah, you gonna play soccer. I'm gonna
You
put him in
said he
soccer.
won't.
He
He
likes
said
soccer.
he's going to put him in soccer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He already in some type of soccer, but it's like a flag. It's not, it's not competition one, but I'm gonna get him in that.
Yo,
Yeah.
nothing is like competitive anymore. I was watching something, and they were talking about it had to be like, kind of like maybe Eli's age group level playing, and every time the one team scored, both teams. So Isaac just told me a laugh. Yo,
That ain't right. That's the blitz. That ain't
disrespectful.
right.
Yeah, listen, there comes a point in time where the tides change. You know what I mean? Sorry, Dad.
Yeah. Yo,
Yo,
Eli,
I'd have gave you a
nah,
whooping.
bro. Listen,
it's all right.
nah. If he duck on me, he gotta find somewhere to live. If he duck on me, he gotta get a new address. Yeah.
Yo, that's like, hey, I'm sure all y'all have watched Blackish, man. Remember that episode where
When Junior punched out, when Junior knocked him out, he tried to do the Roy Jones and got slapped.
Yeah.
He
Hey
can't.
man, hey, listen. I want to talk about hey, Q daughter she's a black belt, right? In Taekwondo.
No.
A word?
Oh,
Wow.
and she about to travel the world with the Rochester group to compete.
Oh, wow.
She my goddaughter. She nice like that. She's nice. I haven't really seen her. I see like little clips of her when she was, you know what I'm saying? She looks sweet. She's vicious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why they ain't let her go because, she's still of some type of age. And, you know what I'm saying? When they travel, you know what I'm saying? Some of you guys know about some of these travel teams that they be having. And that costs a lot of money. I talk about this gymnastic and all this shit costs a lot of money. That joint costs a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they're ready to let her go yet to compete. But I think they're gonna let her. But shout out to my goddaughter, man, Bree. Man,
Yeah,
so
shout out to her, man. That's
yeah, man.
amazing.
She been a black belt, I think, for about 3 or 4 years now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But Q, man, Q just really low key with his stuff and stuff like that. But they doing a phenomenal job, man, between her and Steph, man. They're doing an excellent job, man. Q have a baby boy now too.
I think the last time I saw him, his wife was pregnant.
Yeah. So it's 3 at the house now, man. So
Okay.
So
Really hard way. He might as well make it 4 like somebody we know.
Just waiting for you. Waiting for you. He's waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for you. All right. Hey, that's what you gotta. You know how you gotta do to shut him up, boy. Because if you waiting for you, Kareem. After you, he told me, he's like, after Kareem, man, Kareem get the next one, then
man,
you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
We got 2 dogs.
I said you can't say you're gonna wait on me because when I take my trips, boy, you never know what might come back. You know what I'm saying? Messing with me.
Yo, y'all watch that Fat Joe and Jadakiss show? And
I watch sometimes.
Sometimes. Yo, anytime Fat Joe tell a story, they capping, they just throw the flag at him.
Yeah, they be doing him dirty, man. They treat Fat Joe like every other word come out his mouth a lie. Every story Joe go to tell, they be like, yo, nah, son. I'm like, yo,
the thing is that some of them is telling the truth though.
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I don't know.
No, that's don't know it. Like he was talking, he gave a story on homeboy that makes the beats. That how somebody gave him drugs the first time and it ruined him millions of dollars he lost because he had to go to rehab. and he was, you know what I'm saying, dude from Miami, little short dude.
Who's Scott
Storch.
Storch?
Yes.
Yeah, Scott
Scott
Storch.
Storch and Joe is like
I
this.
didn't hear that story. Yo,
Yeah.
now Scott Storch did confirm that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Joe, you know, and they didn't know that how much money Scott Storch lost at the time of his prime. He lost a lot of millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you talk about the 50 Cent beat in the club joint.
Yeah.
Joe was supposed to get that. Scott Storch did that joint. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a Dre beat. It was a Scott Storch beat. So a lot of things he said, you know, back in the day, beef with 50 Cent and all that stuff. All this beef is going with 50 Cent is crazy to me, man. I don't know why can't just leave that dude alone, man. He petty.
Yo, yeah,
That's
you
like
somebody that will go to the links that he will go to. Like he not just going. Your beef not gonna just be on records. Like when it comes to 50, like yo, just like just you know what I mean. He done ended a lot of dudes' primes.
He got Clarissa shit right now tight.
Yeah, you know and that be the thing. Like, yo, people you catching straight. You be catching strays. Like you'll catch a stray from 50 on some. You was minding your business, living your life, and next thing you know, yo, he like, yeah, bro, like yo, Pap out here simping again. Like you know what I mean? Just stuff like you was just minding your business, living your life.
He killed King, T.I.'s son King, boy. He killed that dude.
I can't even. I'm like, man. When I say dude is just he don't have no off switch, he don't have an off switch.
Sometimes you just gotta let it go.
Yeah, what Kenny Ryder said, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them.
When to fold them.
You gotta know when to hold them.
Know
when to fold them.
Yeah,
know when to walk away and when to run.
Because you dealing with somebody like that where they just baiting you. They want to see what you gonna do and what you gonna say. What you said, the best thing to do in an argument is just don't say nothing because people can't argue with themselves.
Hey,
don't argue.
People always try to get at them. I have a question for you, brothers, man.
What's up?
It's been weighing on me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I see that. You know, shout out all the Dallas Cowboy fan, Calvin. His quarterback. I see that. Him and his wife.
Oh boy!
I don't even know what brothers think about that, man. Because
I don't even know what's going on. I ain't see it.
I tell you.
Yeah, Dak ended his.
Dak ended the engagement because she didn't want to sign the contract, right?
Yes,
she wouldn't sign a prenup.
You already had a baby with her, right?
Yeah, she had.
Yeah, they got. I know they got at least one child together.
Then I mean,
at least I think it's two though.
Okay,
yeah,
but he do
girls.
that. She's still gonna get something. So what's the problem?
But that don't mean get it. That don't mean she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it.
Nah, he did.
That's why
he could get.
Isaac said, "Yo, he did right." Yo,
he could get. He could get. He could get what's the name of those kids, those two girls, or his girl.
Here's the thing.
It's tough. It's
tough.
Here's
the thing, though, man. I'm a traditionalist, right? What I'm saying is like we give away stuff so easily now. Like I just heard about something that happened in Houston between these two women and spring break and anyway. So like what happened to
I don't know where that was going.
Yeah, I didn't even bother with it because that's totally left field. So why can't folks meet courting stage, courting, dating, and then decide to get in a relationship and make it official? It's like we do everything else but that. And then when it comes time to do that, then stuff is gonna go haywire. Because that wasn't the original agreement. That's not how this was set up. So now we want to get married now? That's backwards to me, man.
Backwards to who?
I said it's backwards to me.
Here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Brew, behave yourself. Here's the thing, right?
And me and my guy on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may not on the page that me and my guys on, but we on the same page. But go ahead. Listen, I'm listening to y'all.
So here's the thing, right?
I want to spice this joint up before we get on.
Dak. I mean, Dak and people like Dak, and I mean by that, like guys who are professional athletes and whatnot. Dak's been in the league. What, this is like year 9? Year 9 for Dak or whatever. Like, he's been in the league a while, right? And then before that, he was on a trajectory where you knew he was going to be a millionaire. Like, so since this guy's been in high school, it's been pretty much known he was on his way to the NFL, and you knew at some point he would be a millionaire. My point in saying that is the angle is so different. Like, there's a scene in the movie Love and Basketball where the mom comes, Q comes home, Omar Epps' character comes home, and the mom says, "Whose earring is this?" And he said, "This your earring. That's your earring, Ma." She said, "I look like some hoochie to you? Like, and what was it doing in your bedroom if it's my earring?" And she said, and she was telling them, ultimately, she said, these girls see you and they see dollar signs. You're in high school and they see you already as being projected to be an NBA prospect, a millionaire. So if they can catch you up early in the game, they set for life. They're seen as set for life. Think about it, right? You got brothers like Jalen Green and you know what I mean, and others who have, you know what I mean.
Got 8 children.
Man, listen. He's got a child by a woman who has a child his age. Like, they playing PS5 together. You know what I mean? Like like it's a you know what I mean?
I know people can do what they want to do, but y'all don't see nothing wrong with that.
Hey, listen. What are we talking about, man? I don't want
that. But that's what I'm saying. My point is this: is that when you're on that trajectory to be a professional athlete and make that kind of money, dating is so different for you because you're never quite sure unless it's somebody who's in that space, like Bam Adebayo. He's got, you know what I mean, Asia Wilson. Like when you're dating somebody that's as high profile as you and kind of what they bringing in, you know what I mean, like that. It's
Asia is bringing them money, but she ain't bringing them bad money.
But she's not bringing in band money, but at the same time,
she's bringing some dough.
Exactly. So it doesn't give the same kind of potential angle as somebody who
but don't have a baby with him though. If that's the case, if you're not thinking this gonna be long term, then why have children? Why bring children into this world? And I don't
because did you see what Anthony Edwards just had to do?
I did. I definitely seen it.
You know what I mean? He wrote a check for some millions to try to pay the child support up front. Think about it. When
he didn't have to lay down with that woman
because they have a baby because they know.
Yeah, you sound old as a man. Didn't have to lay down with that woman.
Hey, man.
What did he say? What nonsense he said?
I said he didn't have to lay down with that woman. He didn't have to. Listen, anytime
he did.
You lay down with a woman, you have the chance of having a baby with her.
This is true. This is true. Yet this has not stopped anyone.
Yo, I was spit out my water.
Yo,
you wild.
I'm going to bed tonight feeling confident. I'm gonna wake up with no more kids tomorrow.
You said feeling confident.
Yo, Isaac, you was a wild dude. It's true as that may be.
I ain't gonna talk about your frat brothers. I ain't gonna. Let me not even go there with that.
As true as that may be, Kareem, the reality is we can see by the data. You know what I mean? In the number of incidences where guys who are high profile athletes end up in very. I mean, think about it. Like Stephon Diggs had I think 4 kids in the calendar year of 2025. 4 kids.
Yo, they make this thing.
Well,
They
are
make
we
this
talking
thing.
about like? Go ahead, Chris.
Nah, no, you're right. Because I was like, man,
No, I thought we was talking about. I thought we was talking about the prenup.
That's
But
what I'm talking about. But Cats is dancing on the pitch.
no, but
All right,
that's
listen.
But you've been getting there for the last 17 minutes.
this has to do with the prenup.
well, no, because Kareem keep acting like he don't know what time it is. Like, so he got it.
It's not.
He's trying to catch him up.
Hey man,
we ain't say nothing
like
about
this, man.
prenup in the last.
Do we agree with Brock Prescott, man, about this prenup?
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. And but again, that's my point. When you know you're going to be in a position to make that kind of money, and you don't meet a person before you were ever in that position, it's I'm not mad at them at all for having the courage to say, listen, I feel like if you really love me, this is what what I'm saying.
Yeah, what you getting? What are you getting married for if you're walking into thinking that it's not going to last, right? And if that's the case, he is absolutely 100% right to get this prenup, right? Because if she stays in this relationship, she's going to have everything that she ever needs from him, right? That's part of the agreement of when we're together and when we're married. If we're not together and we're not married, then hey, I'm gonna take care of my kids, and you figure that out. You know what I mean? So I don't understand like what the.
So this ain't about love or commitment. So this prenup is about business. So this ain't about love or commitment.
It shouldn't be about love and commitment, right? The reason why would she care whether or not there's a piece of paper that says she doesn't get anything if they're not together if she wants to be with him?
The prenup is the symptom. That ain't the root. That ain't the root of this.
So somebody might say that the reason is without the prenup, again, the term, you have to negotiate terms, I guess. You know what I mean? Is the best way to put it, because the reality is if someone has a prenup, you know what I mean? When you're talking about like, well, am I gonna be taken care of or not? You know what I mean? Or if I really love this person, staying together for a certain length of time, yeah, I've seen it written like that, where depending on the number of years that people are in a relationship together, that affords a certain, you know what I mean, kind of, severance package, I guess, if you will, if the relationship is dissolved. But some people feel like, yeah, if it's a carte blanche kind of prenup, then that's a pass for this person to do any and everything, and I don't have it, and the other person has no leverage in the situation. Like, so say you sign a prenup, right? So say she signs the prenup, and now Dak out here doing any and everything, right? And she's like, "Yo, I didn't sign up for this, so now I want to be out. I want a divorce." And now you walk away with nothing, and you know what I mean? You got to walk away with the emotional damage and trauma and scars of having to go through a situation like that. You know what I mean? I can't blame a person for wanting to, be handled a certain way, but I also respect Dak for choosing what he felt best with.
What does she get out of the prenup, though? Even if something goes wrong, like what does she get out of the prenup? Is that money supposed to make her feel better or different?
I don't know about make her feel better or different, but the reality is that again, if things don't go, if they go left, it allows her to walk away feeling like she's gonna be well taken care of.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I think because the kids are involved, I have a whole different kind of thought. Now, if it was just them two and there were no kids involved, then I might be singing a different tune. But
has he ever shown has he ever presented himself as what's his name, Anthony Edwards, did? Like, our assumption is that he's probably taking care of his kids. Like that's not a if we get married, then I'm not gonna provide child support, or I'm not gonna continue to take care of my kids, right? That's not what that prenup is about. The kids have nothing to do with the prenup. The prenup is with his partner, with his spouse, with his fiance. So that's not even a part of the equation from my perspective. I don't know.
Well, at the end of the day, it ain't us. So
the end of the day is the end of the day.
This is true. This is true.
It ain't us. So I think we get down to it. We had about 50 minutes now. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We want to thank everybody for the comments. Well, almost everybody. And then we want to thank.
I'm glad about how you guys danced around this question. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad
I thought we answered it finally.
Y'all didn't really answer this question and go dive deep into it. Listen, man. Marriage now, Kareem, when we get if we got 10 people married now, out of 10, probably 3 or 4 maybe authentic, in my opinion.
Okay.
I love my spouse. I love my significant other. I can't sleep without her. If she leaves with her girls on a girls trip, I'm thinking. If I'm doing all, I'm just saying that.
No, I'm sorry, bro. We've been praying for this one kid, man, and Clarence said he woke up today. So my bad.
Okay, all right. I thought I was saying something good and you was agreeing with me, but I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm listening to you though. I'm
no. I know you will listen. I just think that marriage now, bro, it's a business. I think it's a business, man. And people not staying married for 40 years no more, like my pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like people that I know 40, 30 years, and when they look at each other, they got Google eyes and they laugh and they talk trash. You know what I'm saying? I look at Rachel's mom and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Grant. You know what I'm saying? And I respect and love the way they act when they're around each other. You know what I'm saying? This is what I grew up on. From me living in Rochester and go to my church and see that my church family, it was my family. You know what I'm saying? The Grants are like, my second family to me. So when I see that, man, it gives me hope that probably I could have something like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Yeah. But sometimes we just don't know because we go through so much drama. Because people, you know what I'm saying, there's so much involvement. It's not authentic. So a lot of these players, you know what I'm saying, look at Travis, what his name is, Travis, whatever his name is, with this girl that he was with. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if they're still together. You know what I'm saying? The guy that was playing for Coach
Travis Kelce?
No. Travis, the kid that was #1 player that went to the HBCU, then went to Coach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's still with his girl because I was hearing that they broke up. I don't know how true that is.
No, they're gonna be together forever. That's
you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying?
No, Isaac is just a jerk, man. Isaac is a jerk.
I'm hoping, but the thing is that a lot of these players have to protect themselves because is it authentic? Is it really love? Is it really, and they, I know B, you brought up like Bam and Homegirl. That's some true love stuff, man. They like each other. They was friends. They've been pulling at each other for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it's not everybody sees it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not everybody sees it like that. So I have no quarrel with what Brock did, what Prescott did.
Dak. He said Brock. Dak.
You know what I'm saying? I was hey man, he did well. In my book, he did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And then she didn't want to be a part of it no more. So what is that telling you? You're gonna get this ring, 2 years down the line, you sit in for 2 years, and then you get half of my money. Hey man, I'm just saying, I'm not anti. Hey, I'm anti-fairness. I'm anti-love.
Like wrote half my raps.
You know what I'm saying? I'm anti-love. I'm anti all of that good stuff, man. And my wife, will have everything that she needs. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't hide anything from my wife. I wouldn't do none of that stuff. She will have it. She will have it. But if you're just gonna marry me for my money, and I got a glimpse of it, that's some issues, man. And a lot of these guys have to take that precaution. So that's all I was trying to bring to the table today.
Yeah, I think we see a lot of relationships that A lot of relationships now are. I mean, you hear the conversation, people talking about somebody not being on a level. Like we've really become very transactional in terms of relationships and our outlook and approach to relationship. So we don't see the same quote unquote traditional values that we once saw. But it's difficult trying to navigate 4 single people. I'm just glad I'm not single. You know what I mean? I'm not in that boat. I have to, but the reality is right. We're raising children in a day and age that you only hope that they find a partner and a spouse. You know what I mean? Like we have in terms of somebody that you really love and believe in, that you can do life with.
But the other part of that we're not seeing though is that we didn't get to the point to where we at just by happenstance. Like we had to fumble, we had to go through things, we had to mess up to finally realize, like, dang, you know what? Let me get myself together so I can be right for this woman. You know what I mean? So yeah, we got kids and they're gonna fumble, but they shouldn't have to fumble as much as we did because we can give them that wisdom ahead of time so that they don't have to go through some of the same mistakes we did. Now, some things they just gonna have to go through just because of maybe their personality. I got one in the house right now. I could tell she do what she wants. So we're gonna see what happens.
But the world was
living. Like he started out like he was gonna be anonymous, and then threw Chloe under the bus.
I didn't even say her name. You said her name.
Yo, you got
one daughter. Like you said, like you got 10 daughters. You said I got one that Well, it is like, oh, okay. Well, I would have been thinking Chloe or KJ. You know what I mean? Then he said, he just threw her under the bus.
I love you, daughter.
Hey, the world we live in is cruel, man. So even us being great parents, and we're gonna put on our best wear and try to give them the best things.
Just said, don't do her baby like that.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
Not on this here book. You not gonna do her baby like that.
On this book of the face. Yes. Hallelujah. Yes, you got it. Right.
Like we pray some praying brothers, man, and we just got to continue to pray for our kids. You know what I'm saying? That they get the best out of whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna have all the answers. Sometimes we don't have all the answers, but we try to look for the answers for them. Yeah, they have to understand that they have to want to receive it as well too. We could have all the answers and good answers for them, and if they don't want to take it and understand why you say what you say, and for them to follow that path, it's going to be on them. It's not going to be on us as parents. So they're going to have to learn in their own way as well too. You know what I'm saying? That's called life.
Yeah. I don't mind them fumbling around, but it's just going to be under supervision. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
That's where I'm at. What's up, Bryson?
What's up, nephew?
So how's it going?
Good, man.
Hey, where your mama at? Where your mama at, Bryson? She ain't home, huh?
She's upstairs.
Oh, so you got like 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Be acting like you know something. My sister throw that power at you.
I assure you, I know nothing.
All right, Bryson. Don't let us get you in trouble. Well, just hang out with us. Hang out with us, Bryson.
All right, I'm set.
Yeah.
I'm set.
You know what's so funny, bro? When you just did that, it just made me think of like the time when we were in like an undergrad, and you would say something, or you or any brother say something like, "Oh man, just go ahead, man, take a break. Just hang out with us.
Yeah, just hang out with us, Bryson.
Don't worry about it. Oh, you want to eat this? Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
And then it backfires. And then it backfires on them.
Hey, just go ahead, man. Hey,
Then it backfires
hey,
on
you
them.
can have mine too. Well, Bryson, go ahead and just chill with us, man. Let's hook up on your daddy. Let him know that you're good. Yeah. Don't bring, you know what I'm saying? Because you know who house you're in, right? You know who house you're in, Bryson.
College days.
Bryson,
See,
Bryson,
Bruce saw a Discord.
hey,
A Discord.
Uncle Bryson, stay there with your daddy.
Nah, man, listen, y'all can't see her, but she done came down and she
Boy.
Never mind.
Hey, bro, I already know she came on the side by him looking. I already know.
That little look to the
That really looked to the side, man. I already know. Bryson took his hand off your shoulder so fast. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna let your uncles get you in trouble. You gonna let them get you in trouble.
Hey, Bryson, I'm gonna get you in trouble tonight. I'm petty. I'm like 50 Cent. You hear me? 50 Cent is my mentor.
Whole way upstairs, be like, this is my dad's house. This is my dad's.
Who else went, Bryson?
But one boy said, he said, I pay the bills in this mother sucker. That's what Eddie Murphy said. His dad Vernon used to say, I pay the bills in this mother sucker.
I heard that in a minute. All right, bros, we got to wrap it up because it's time to wrap it up. Man, we had an hour. Yo, I had a lot of fun with you brothers tonight. For some reason, I don't know. I just feel like I needed this. So had some fun. I got some things coming up. Working on my research right now. So that's kind of been on my mind a lot. And getting these interviews so I can get my degree in May and be done with this thing. Appreciate it. So want to shout out to my wife. Beautiful, intelligent.
Yeah.
And just everything.
You trust her daughter like that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Wow. Season Discord. You right, B. You right. But nah, I love my baby. I love my daughter. She's like me. So anybody that knows her knows that everything I'm saying, I'm really saying about myself because it's a mirror.
I like that too. I like that. I like that pivot.
Yeah. Like I did that. Hey man, the EDD working.
What?
Definitely want to shout out to my son. And this weekend I'm going to go see my grandmother. She's turning 90 years old, people. So definitely want.
Was that your father's? Is your father's mother?
My mother's mother.
Okay, where's she at?
She's in Jersey right now.
Oh, you're coming down to Jersey?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up.
We'll be in Jersey this weekend. And man, just want to celebrate. Hopefully I can get her to talk on camera because she got some stories, man. Like talk about picking cotton and going to school. I'm like, what? That's crazy to me. But anyway, yeah, definitely shout out to them. So I'm looking forward to this weekend, and it's gonna be and a nice getaway too. And we get to see the kids get to see their godparents as well. And I don't know if y'all can see back here, but I definitely want to shout out to my wife that I go to bed with. She got me at HU Hampton University varsity jacket. So I definitely want to shout her out for that.
She got you hold on. Hampton University, isn't that her alma mater?
Shoot, what's hers is mine. What's mine is hers.
Hey, B. Hey, it is what it is, B.
Listen, HBCUs, you marry into the school, right?
Nah, I mean,
the family.
Listen, man, her class. Her class adopted me, man. Her class adopted me, class 2003. She was part of the older class, so they definitely adopted me into the fold. So I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all my Hampton folks for.
Hey man,
bringing me in.
Brockport.
I'm still Brockport though. Don't get it. Don't get me twisted.
Golden Eagles, baby.
Still Brockport. But I shout out. Hey man, but I just love HBCUs, man, because we put a lot of talent into these other institutions, man, and my personal opinion, we can talk about this next week. You know, we really need to start thinking about putting our expertise and our talents in some of these other places. All right, that's it. I'll get off my soapbox on that.
That's cool. I like we could talk about that next week. Though. I think that'll be good because I have some feelings about it too. So.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. Let's put a
Yeah.
pin in that. Yeah. All right, who going next?
I'll go next.
Like
So first, I'm gonna shout out again my son for putting together, man, just pulling off, his business idea and again coming up with it, seeing it through and putting it together, man. And despite the element of time not being on his side the way it was some other folks, he just persevered through it. He saw it through. So shout out to him for that. Shout out to Jermaine Myers and his whole Black Male Achieve team over there. Matt Wagstaff, Mozzie, Kareem is connected and a part of it. Miss Ebony, Miss Sarah, Miss Marlene. Miss Marlene was in the kitchen cooking. Yo, bro, can I finish my shout out?
My bad, you can.
Yeah, brother Matt Wagstaff. You know what I mean? He was man. He even had his son Mason, man, helping out. You know what I mean? Because Mason is sold at the Young Entrepreneurs Marketplace in the past, but he was kind of more in a supportive, helping out role. So this time around, learning the kind of behind the scenes stuff. So shout out to Mason on just kind of being able to graduate and grow through his involvement in the Young Entrepreneurs Marketplace. Man, Caesar for coming through. The brother's a professional baker for a country club, a local country club. He came through and was, baking for the youth, man. It was just a dope event overall. Shout out to my Aunt Terry for, coming through with the slushy machine. Niece Keisha Brown coming through as well with her slushy machine. My wife on just kind of being away for a week. I got to see how much she holds it down. Like, you know what I mean? I was trying to taxi 2 kids everywhere and cook and clean, and it just see how
right now.
Nah, listen, the truth is the truth. That you don't even have to try to get brownie points when you're telling the truth. You just tell the truth. So and if it equates to brownie points, then
I'll take
we give God glory for that too. But yeah,
Amen.
Shout out to her, man, for the job that she does, man, day to day, holding it down, man. You listen, I don't want to have that job another week, another day. So yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Dope stuff.
All right, man. Big shout out to everybody in the Rock, man. Shout out to you, brothers. Just shout out to all the young people, man, who striving to be great. I know there's a lot of trips coming from Rochester, the New York City area, coming down to the DMV area to visit schools and stuff like that. Hopefully it's successful. Hopefully some of these kids, man, get into some of these schools that they are looking to get into. Yeah, and that's it, man. Shout out to all you guys' wives, man. Ezra, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, love and respect to all of you guys, man, as being husband, man. Love, man.
Shout out to all you brothers. Shout out to everyone that was in the chat. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Some sad news is that the Save America Act just got passed in the House. And for those that aren't familiar with what that is, man, that's the legislation that's being brought up. That's being brought out to require that there's proof of citizenship when people go to vote. So that's kind of sad that that's now.
I didn't get that. All right, can you repeat that? Can you repeat that again?
So it's a law that requires proof of citizenship for people when they actually go to vote. Proof of citizenship is not your driver's license. It's you got to have like either like a passport or your social security card to go along with your ID, and it's going to cause a lot of issues when it comes time to vote. So it still has to pass the Senate, which I think is coming back into session this week at some point. So I assume there's going to be a vote pretty soon, man. So just prayers up that some of our senators come to the realization that this is not what America needs and puts the kibosh to that. So just want to throw that out there.
Yeah. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this damn country, man. Then buy me out, man. Buy me out. Buy me out. 300,000 will do it.
Hey, maybe they'll make you sign a prenup.
Hey, have me sign a prenup. Give me 300,000. I leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know if they put that one in the law yet, but
300,000. And then after that, I just said I just need to be back on this side of the world for 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a year. That's it.
I don't know, man. They give you money to leave. They ain't gonna let you back in, man.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Peace. I denounce.
What's up, Doc, man? Thanks for tuning in. You're right. Stay positive. Stay positive. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out the way it's supposed to.
Hey man, shout out to everybody that was in the chat, man. Shout y'all out, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Everybody, have a good night.
Peace.
Blessings.